Hey guys, Ramster here. Yeah, I guess like many others, they get to a point where they want to share their end game base, and I've been through um, so many different iterations. But I think I've come to the point where I'm just gonna stop now. I've got to the point where I'm pretty happy with the layout. It's not an efficient layout, but it's more a layout that I don't know catered to my own aspects of being satisfied with the visual aspects as well. Location wise, like many others, they tend to move out to one of the yeah, the borders. Makes it easy to fly out when you need to get to Harku Village, Arakeen, or Deep Desert, and so on. And the place I've picked here is one that gives me also a good route when I need to take my buggy. I've got this set of roads around here where I can pick up all the various materials I typically need. Um, I've got a testing station quite nearby. I've got the Passage of Artemis, one of the, I guess you could call it PvP areas. I've got Aegis over here, PvP area as well, but drops nice blueprints and a really good area to grind when you're not quite yet at the tier 6. So yeah, good place to pick a base. I've got Passes Artemis down here. I've got various bases here. I can at I basically fly down to pick up corpses for the free stills, the from and death stills. So one of the things you'll see is I don't know. It's got its, I guess its own design. And at the age of 50, it suddenly makes sense to me why my kids have been so caught up in Minecraft, because the crafting system or the building system within Dune, I have to say, is really good. Seen with my eyes, it gives you so much creativity to play with, and yeah, it just makes it a game within the game itself, I guess you'd call it. So, but let's take um, just an aerial view of it first. I have created these pentashield frames here. I think I don't know, it does something visually. It's a bit of a nuisance to figure out how to do at start, but there's pretty good YouTube guides on how you approach this. There are things that I have made for the base here that serves no other purpose other than just utilizing terrain. And after I placed the staking units, I had I don't know, a large terrain. I thought, why not just, I don't know, build something. So even though I started out with the tower here, which was my initial thought of having a place I could branch out the pentashield platforms from, it just took its own life, and I'm sure many of you have gone through that same ordeal when you build your bases, that things just escalate and take on from there. Um, I've got uh, a decent amount of platforms around. Again, no purpose at all. It has a, I don't know, a visual aspect to it. It makes it look base-like, I guess. And I've got those a few places. I've made a specific pentashield platform that, well, basically just for friends and family that want to utilize some of my fabricators and so on as well. They're free to do that. But let's take a walk through the base so you can see what that looks like as well. Maybe it will serve as inspiration. Maybe it'll just be you sort of concluding, man, what a waste of time that dude went through making because it's definitely not efficient. I mean, there is walking distance within this base. Everything is not necessarily put right next to each other, but I mean, yeah, I'm happy with it. So I'm not complaining. You will also see when I walk around here, you might experience some stuttering, but what you will maybe find interesting is I'm playing this from a Mac Mini and utilizing the GeForce Now service, which is basically, I guess, a game streaming service that Nvidia has put together, and it works all right for me. Naturally costs some money, but it is what it is. That's the only way I could play it, other than shelling out a bunch of money for a PC, which I didn't really feel like. Yeah, I've I've taken some liberties, just placing various aspects that I don't know create some sort of life when you walk around a base. I've got an exploration scout here. It's just a Mac 5 scout with storage on that I use for most stuff when I fly, I don't know, missions and stuff like that. And the other scout you saw me flying is a tier 6. I use that for deep deserts, fitted with thrusters, and I can exchange for rocket launcher and so on. Then on the next floor here, I've got my advanced death deals here. Naturally, for convenience, I place the corpses close by, and on the lower floor here, I've got all the various fabricators I need, and that's basically it for this building. There are other ways I could maneuver around on. This one, as you saw, allows me to navigate the various top platforms, the pentashield platforms, as I call it. I don't know whether or not you call it something else, um, but yeah, I've got my assault there, and over here I've got a bit of a bigger one that's naturally for the carrier. I've got vehicle fabricator. I've got the advanced vehicle fabricator down there. Um, but yeah, that's the top platforms. One for an assault, one for a carrier, and two different types of scouts. Um, Again, ornaments and decoration. Just I don't know. Yeah, to bring it some sort of various life, I guess you could call it. Over here, I've made an ability to walk down. I don't know whether or not I actually need. I guess I could just drop down again. Whether or not it's a part of being efficient when you play the game, or you walk around in something that you put some efforts into, and that you personally find appealing visually, and that's sort of what I went with here. And God knows how many iterations. As you can see over here, utilizing a train as again for I don't even have a good explanation for why I do it. It's a complete waste of materials, but I mean, it's there for the taking, it's there for the use, and when my staking unit allows me to move out in that area, I tend to ask myself, okay, what should I use that for? And you just end up building some sort of, I don't know, random stuff. Yeah. And this is getting down to the garage area, I guess you could call it. I've got my large ore refinery here. I actually kept a medium one as well. It's just, sometimes if I use this to produce aluminium, duraluminum, plastinium, and so on, I use this for, I don't know, various other things. But I've got a bit of everything. As you can see when I'm moving around here, there is the occasional sort of, I don't know if I'd call it lag or a stutter, but that's just the I don't know, the nature of things when you use the GeForce Now service. Yeah, I've got my sand crawler, I've got the buggy, I picked up the expanded spice container and a bit of a better engine. And I mean, I have to say that was I actually ended up buying this on the player exchange, but the extra storage here expands from 7,500 to 11,250. Really well worth it. Not too expensive in the exchange on the server I play on. Um, and let me just add a little thing here about the sub thief before we move on. I had a really unfortunate accident where like I did many times before, redecorating the base and ended up by accident destroying a piece of foundational structure that the sub thief was planted on. Now, visually, it looks like it's hovering, but it's not hovering to the point where that if the foundation below it vanishes, so does the sub thief. And this was a huge sense of panic because I basically lost ownership of all my entire base. It looked a bit different back then, but I had to plant a new subfief more than once to get the correct area re-owned, and then I needed to retake or rebuild, reset all the staking units again to get the same area. I am telling you, that is not recommendable. Always make sure you place that subfief on a piece of land so you don't accidentally destroy the subfief while doing things. But yeah, then I've got, a good sense of storage. I've got my light spice refinery and medium chemical refinery. And then, yeah, more room for water. And over here, I've placed all the various generators. And again, a bit of a weird, I don't know, mixture of platform and terrain here. When I start out of this area, I had a bunch of it wasn't easy driving, but I could drive the buggy around here and very closely pick up uh, aluminium ore and plastate and so on. Hence why I actually ended up expanding out to that area as well. But yeah, um, my end game base, and I have to say, I don't think I will be redoing this anytime soon. I'm actually quite happy with it the way it is right now. I've had quite a lot of fun, also time wasted, but quite a lot of fun building this entire base out from this area here, and have really enjoyed it. I mean, it's not all about just grinding levels and quests and what have you, but I think the amount of playtime I still have with this game, I've played well over 300 hours and still not even remotely close to being tired of it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Share your base design as well. It's not as aesthetically pleasing or done like many. I don't know. There are definitely people that are more creative with their buildings and layout than me. But yeah, that's it. Ramster here. I play on the European Helios server. You're welcome to hook up anytime. Thanks for watching.